whatever the properties we have used in the style sheets, here the examples of such properties are given. Like the font properties is font family, where you can set up any of the font. Each of the declarations is having some property name and some value. And if you set these things in your style sheets, then the corresponding page will have this for font family, or corresponding paragraph or any body or anything else will have the same. If you try to set the size, then the way out is, suppose whatever the thing which will be written in heading 1 style, they will have font size medium, written in H2 font size 18, written in H3 font size 14, and written in H4 font size 10%. These are the different way by which you can write the properties. এত জানার দরকার নেই, যেটা বেশি দরকার সেটা আমি বলে দিচ্ছি। Color properties also, you know that style equals to color colon red, color colon hash hexadecimal digits, color colon RGB, 40%, 70%, 20%, mean it will create a color by mixing 40% red, 70% green and 20% blue. And also the RGB code, because you know the R value will start from 0 and up to 255, and the G value also start from 0 to 255, and the B value is also from 0 to 255. So this is the RGB portions and creating a color. See, if you run this program, you see that these different colors, how they are created. And there is another property, text align. What will be their value? Center, height, right, justify, etc. So these are the different properties you can select, and on which you can select the property on the selectors. And in the morning I have told you the P, H1, H2, these are the selectors. Suppose there is a class. Now the thing is that till now you are only given the style to a particular paragraph or particular H1, H2, or a body or head or anything. But if you try to create divisions in your web page, then you have to divide your page in various classes or various divisions or div or various spans or various class. So if you know this, you just try to remember these keywords, either class or div or span or layer. If you try to create divisions in your page, suppose 4 sections, as you're in assignment, you asked that there will be one header section, one footer section, one left column containing menu, one right column containing contract, and a middle area to viewing the content. So eta to amra jani na, how can we see in HTML there is one option, ami jani na tomra kotota HTML jano. One option was there, only frame. With frame you can divide this page. Frame set SRC 50%, 50%. So it will be either you can apply this frame on rows or in columns. But that is not a good way for dynamic HTML. In dynamic HTML, if we try to create in a particular division in a page, then the basic method was P, paragraph. But if you try to create multiple paragraphs, suppose one paragraph is having name P1, another paragraph is having name P2, another paragraph is having name P3. Is it possible with HTML? No. You can only use P/P. That means it is a paragraph. And if you try to give any styles, so for that P, before that P, you have to place the styles, and you cannot from style sheet controls, because if you in style sheet, in external style sheet, you write P and define some styles in them, then whatever the paragraphs you have created in HTML, all will have the same styles. But if I ask you, no, the paragraph which is written in the left division will have a particular style, the paragraph which is written in the top division will have a particular style, the paragraph which taken in a right pane that should have a particular style, then you have to create class. So see this program, HTML head. HTML head. Inside head there is the title, and title is IGNOU BCS 53. So the page will have the title IGNOU BCS 53. The title will be ended, and you know, if you try to give embedded style sheet, inside head you have to give this embedded style sheet. And for to create, in morning I told you there are 3 types of style sheets: inline, embedded and external. If you try to create external inline style sheet, for each tag, inside the tag you have to create the style. If you try to create embedded style sheet, then inside the head the style will be defined. And if you try to create the external style sheet, then a single page you have to declare all style elements, and you have to link the page from a link tag in your head section. It is only a simple embedded style sheet where it is written style type equals to text by CSS, and we have selected BG color tag. We have selected a BG color underscore tag whose background color is yellow. This is the style. The background color will be yellow. So what is this dot BG color underscore tag? We know body, but we don't know dot BG color underscore tag. What is this? Now see, the style is ended here. The head is ended here. The body is started here. And here you create one class with a name BG color underscore tag. And H3 means it will be written in H3 style, and the class name is BG color underscore tag, and the text inside that class is this much, and then end H3. So you have create one heading style 3 with a class name BG color tag. It will be classified. See, heading is displayed with background color yellow. Why? I have not select here any yellow color. I have discussed in the style that where it is written dot class and dot BG color underscore tag, that class's background will be yellow. So see, this is a separate class. Heading is displayed with background color yellow. So this is the heading which is declared by the background color yellow. Now we have created one inline style where we have written P class equals to BG color tag, and paragraph is defined with background color yellow. See, inside the heading style 3, you have create one class with a name, and inside paragraph you have created the same class, so that this heading style will be follow the class BG color tag, that is background color yellow. This paragraph will follow the BG color tag class, that is background yellow. So both the heading, why this is very big and bold written here? Because it is written in H3 style. And why this is normal? Because this is a paragraph, but both of them is having background yellow. How? Because both are tagging to the class BG color underscore tag, and inside the embedded style sheet, BG color tag given background color yellow. Understood? So paragraph is defined with background color yellow, and heading is displayed with background color yellow. Now see, this is another program. Here HTML head title same. Here we have again created one style type text by CSS. This is a fixed letter thing you have to write in every embedded style sheet. Now you have select P dot format. P dot format means the paragraph which is for following the class format. So paragraph is creating one class name format. In that paragraph, color will be red, text decoration will be underlined, font size will be 20 point, font family will be Algerian, and style ended. So see, P dot format, I have not written here only P. So there are 2 paragraphs. One is written here P. This is a normal paragraph. So it will come as a normal text. Then we have written here P, whose class name equals to format. So there are 2 paragraphs, same thing, but we are differentiated. One is plain, one is with a class name format. But this on this text, this color, rate, text decoration, font size, 20px, everything will be applied. So you see, paragraphs is a single thing, but we are applying, we can create a normal paragraph as well as we create a decorated paragraph if I given different style elements. For P, we have not declared any style, but for P dot format, we have declared style. So it will have the following style. Similarly, hash, like when we are using the class name, we are using the dot operator. P dot format, because the class name is format. Dot bgcolor underscore tag, that is the class name is bgcolor underscore tag. Whether as they inside in front of dot nothing is given. So wherever we are writing bgcolor underscore tag, they will support the background color yellow. So H3 is supporting the background color yellow and P is also supporting the background color yellow because both is attached with the class bgcolor underscore tag. Now, ID. So these things we are doing to divide a single page in different elements. একটা পেজের মধ্যেই multiple paragraphs তৈরি করছি. Multiple paragraphs will follow multiple type of style. In HTML, we have not done this. P means if we select a paragraph, we write a paragraph, then we have to create the particular styles for that. And if in style sheet, we write P and then give the rules, then all the P will have the same rules. But I am asking that I will not want that all the P have the same styles. All the P styles will be different. All the paragraphs will have different style statements. Then we have to identify each of the paragraph by their name. Sometimes they are classified, sometimes division is created, sometimes spanning is created, and sometimes layer is created. So see what is created now. So it is written here P hash para 1. Hash, it is also a way of creating style element where it is para 1 is written. See this paragraph ID equals to para 1. So this part is going to apply the styles on those sections which have a ID of para 1. So this paragraph is having the ID of para 1. So this is an example of ID selector. It will be yellow, bold and uppercase. See the output. Okay. Theory theta khub ashe for BCS 53 theory. What is box model? Box model tomake ki bolche je in a document each element is represented as a each paragraph, each div, each span, each class is represented as a rectangular box. In CSS, each of these rectangular boxes is described using the box model. Each box has 4 edges: the margin edge, the border edge, the padding edge, and the content edge. So see, suppose the innermost area of the box contain where the text and images appear. The content area is measured by width and height. It is content area where we are writing. Now, then what is this? The padding is the space between the content area of the box and its border, which is affected by the background color of the box. The border is the surrounding area of padding and content. Tell me what is the border then? See, this is the content area whose width is this much and height is this much. So outside a border is created and the padding is the space between the content area of the box and the border. Then what is the padding? Say this portion is the padding. Okay, cell padding. So it is the content area described by width and height. For every paragraph, we'll have a width and a height. We'll have a border if you specify, The space between the content area and the border is known as padding. And the space between the border is surrounding area. Acha. The padding is the space. The border is surrounding area of padding and content. So it is padding and it is content. So border is the surrounding area. The border is affected by the background color of the box. Every element has a property, border, style. You can have the 4 sides of element with border left style, border right style, border top style, and border bottom style. If you now the margin top, margin left, margin right, and padding. See what is margin? What is margin? Like border edge, margin edge has the properties. Achha, what is the outermost area of the box model is the margin, which is completely invisible. So it is written in dotted way. So it is the content area specified by width and height. It is the border. The distance between the content area and the border is called the padding. The outermost covering is called the margin. And the margin is invisible. And like the border, in this border, you can change the border color, border width, border style. And you can change left border style, right border style, top border style, bottom border style. Similarly, like border edge, margin edge has the properties margin top, margin bottom, margin left, margin right. What is margin top? This is margin top. This is margin left. This is margin right. This is margin bottom. Understood? So, যখনই তুমি একটা কিছু you are writing the different elements of style sheet. Each element has a content area. See, এই যে এইগুলো. See, it is a normal paragraph you have written whose ID is para 1. So it is the content area. It is the border. It is the cell padding. And cell to cell gap is called cell spacing. Margin is not given here. That will be obtained in the page. So it is the border. It is the content area. It is the padding. And it is the border style is one. Border style is very the border width is 1. It's very wide, and border color is black, and whatever the content area that is specified by the ID para 1. So each text or each element of each paragraph or each class or each H1 or H2 or everything will be determined by a box model. So in a theory you will ask what is box model. Now see the box model. So similarly, HTML head, title, BCA, BCS 53 title. Now there is an embedded style where written for a paragraph T, the background will be white, border 20 point, color solid blue, margin top will be 20 px, margin right 20 px, margin bottom 20 px, margin left 20 px. Similarly, padding top 20 px, padding right, padding bottom, padding left, all 20 px. So what is happening? So what is the margin? Can anyone tell me? Which one is the margin? Which one is the border? Can anyone tell me which one is the margin? So this is the margin. This outer black box is called the margin. What is the content area? Here is the content area. And the blue, solid blue, this is the border. So now you tell me. Margin top 20, margin right 20. What does it mean? From the border to the margin gap is 20, 20, 20, 20. What is padding? From the content area up to the border, the gap is 20, 20, 20, 20. So this way, the content position can be specified. This program, HTML head title BCA BCS 53. Now the style will be body, background image is this image, background repeat no repeat, background attachment fix. These are the various supported property. সব জানার দরকার নেই, জাস্ট বুঝে নাও এইগুলো প্রপার্টি গুলো দেওয়া হয়েছে। H1 এর জন্য দেওয়া হয়েছে align equals to center, and this is the style only given for body and H1. Now in the body, one line is written about CSS background example. So this will follow this H1 style, that is text align center, and one paragraph is given. Then the paragraph is written like this. Another paragraph is given, that is also written like this, but no styles for them has been provided. But the body background image is given logo.image JPG. So only for body and H1 the style are declared. There are two other paragraphs for which no style have been declared. So see the thing. There is one H1 part, one body part, one paragraph, one paragraph. See. In body background, this logo image has come. Where is this CSS background example? In H1 it is written CSS background example. And what is the style for H1? It is text align center. So you see the CSS background example, it is come at the center of the content area. And then there are two paragraphs and it is normally HTML printing. No styles have been applied there. Already I have told you, if you try to differentiate one paragraph from other and try to give two different paragraphs in same page, two different styles, then you give them class name. Suppose P class name equals to A1, P class name equals to A2. Similarly, if you create other layers with this div tag and span tag, these are the dynamic HTML tags. See what is being. See the example. শেষ করেন। তো দেখাতে হতো, পুরো ছবিটা নেই এখানে। Okay. So see here, div and span, everything you can create with a particular ID and class. এটা মনে রাখতে হবে, like P class equals to something. Similarly, span class equals to something. But if you write div, then ID equals to something. Why this span, div, etc. things are being used? To separate layer from another layer. Suppose you try to divide the total page in a different layers, then is this div, the spans, these things you have to create. So in div, ID equals to edit. So inside this div, there will be a list. You know all list from HTML. UL, unordered list, and the first list element is span class equals to format Republic Day. And that Republic Day, after the Republic Day, the class is being closed. And then another portion, Republic Day, inside this span class format. Then the span is closed. Then is written of India, which is celebrated on 26th. And it is TH in supplementary, so it is given inside the subtag 26 January. Now it is the first list item, so list is closed. The second list item, LI, India gained its independence on span class equals to format, that is 15th August, and then the span is closed. And then finally, দেখা যাচ্ছে না, this div will be closed, UL will be closed, then div will be closed. So you have to create a total division name edit. And inside the division, the two parts again layered. One is with name span class equals to format, and another is also with name span class equals to format. And here in the style sheet, in the dot format, you have created the color this, background this. And for hash edit, why hash edit? Because if you create a class or span, then you will give the dot operator. And if you create a div, then you will give the hash operator. So what is the level of this span? What is the class of this span? Suppose Republic Day of India, which is celebrated on 26 January, and second list will give India gained its independence on 15th August 1947. These are inside one unordered list. This is the first item, this is the second item. In the first item, only the Republic Day part, and in the second item, only the 15th August 1947 part is given a span class format, and rest of the paragraph is given a division edit. So the total division is edit, and inside there, one span class equals to format and another span class equals to format, and which is applied only to the Republic Day and to the 15th August 1947. Rest of the paragraph is not applied to format, they are applied to edit. Edit e ki dewa ache background color eta, আর ফরম্যাটে দেওয়া আছে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড কালার এটা, বাকি যা যা দেওয়া আছে দেখে নাও। সো তুমি যদি আউটপুটটা ভালো করে দেখো, you see it is an unordered list and there are two list items. It is the first list item, it is the second list item. The total thing is according to this violet color is coming. Why? Because the back color is specified as, one second. The back color of the total div is specified by hash FFD700. So the total back color is hash FF700. This is the violet color, on which these are the two list items. But before Republic Day and before 15th August 1947, we have created a span called class format. And for the span class format, they have the back color, see, sky blue, because for them the back color is separate. It is having the 4 color red and it is having the 4 color something else. So see, only the Republic Day and the 15th August is having the 4th color red, but the other part is a 4 color white, yellow. So you see, in a single page, I have created how many sections. This total violet section is inside div id edit. So whatever we have given to this edit part, hash edit part, that is employed on this total thing. But of this total thing, the Republic date and the 15th August part, you have given some separate styles. So that part's background color and foreground color are different from this part's background color and foreground color. But those spans are created inside this div. Now the final example. This is the style sheet. What you have done here is a big style sheet, is an external style sheet. The body will have color this, font size this, margin this, padding this. Wherever there is class name container, that width will be 100%. Where there were class name left, or that will have this following properties. When there is class name right, that will have properties. Where there were dot header, that will have the following properties. Dot content will have the following properties. Dot footer will have the following properties. That means body is automatically be there, but you have to create 6 portions. One is named container, one is named left, one is named right, one is named header, one is named content, and one is named footer. So see the code. দেখো কোডটা কি বলছে। It is our external style sheet. What is the style sheet name? CSS layout.css. The total style is declared here. And this is the web page whose link portion contain the link to the style sheet, CSS layout.css. Now see, this is the output. Okay, this is the output. This is the header, it is the footer, this is the left, this is the right, this is the container. আমিও জানি না, দেখছি এখানে। See, div class equals to container. It is the main layer, the total layer inside. So what is div class equals to container? The total class, the total box. All of the box is known as container. The division class equals to container. Division class equals to container, inside which first you have created div class equals to header, and there you have written Indira Gandhi National Open University, and you have closed this internal div. So this div is closed here. So this division ছবিতে কোনটাকে বোঝাচ্ছে? This red part, this division is given in div class equals to header. So what is given by div class equals to header? Div class equals to header. So container div is not closed. It is only open, the whole container, in which first you have created the header and you close the div. Then you inside it create another container. Div class equals to container. Again you have created another container. Here you have created another container. এবার দেখো এই কন্টেনারের মধ্যে কি কি আছে। Suppose div class equals to container, it have three parts. Div class equals to left, and inside left you have created one menu, and then div left will be closed. দেখো এর ভেতরে যাই লেখা থাকুক না কেন, left div class equal to left is closed here inside the second container, inner container. Then div class equals to content, and here something is written and the content is closed here. Then div class is right and the content is closed where? Here. And then this div is for the inner container, this container. So see, this div class container open. First is create a division at the left with these things. Then it will close the left div. Then it create a div class content and written anything inside it and close the central div. Then it create a div class right, written these things, and then close the div over here. But there are two div being closed. This div is for this right class and this div is for the second inner container class, this one. But still this outer container is not closed. So you tell me, what is the inner container content? The inner container content, the left part, the content area, and the right part. The inner container content, the left part, the content area, and right part. See, in the left part, about us, program, results, contacts us, these things are written. In the left part, about, these are some links are list as created. About us, which is clicking to the link about.html, program, results, contact, and this division is over. Then the content started. After this division, the content started. Then a whole paragraph is created and this div is ended. So see, here a whole paragraph is created and the div is closed. And finally, we have created a right class. And then there were unit 1, unit 2, these things are written. See, it is unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4. It is written. Whatever you can write, instead of these things, whatever you can write. You see the definitions. And now you close the right div. Then you close the inner div. So which div is not still closed? The outer container. So what? How many divisions till now you have created in the outer container? In the outer container, first we have created a header and close it. Then we have created the inner container and divided in left container, content container, and the right container. And we have closed the inner container. but we have not till closed the outer container because we already not created the footer part. So now after closing the inner container, you create one div class equals to footer, and your footer will be ended here. So this div is the final div which is closing the outer container. That is this div. And whatever you writing in the here it will come inside the this. So বলবে এত কিছু করার, এত div, এত layer দেওয়ার কেন দরকার? Because as I have created how many sections in my page? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the total container. See, so for all of them we have given a class name. This is the footer class, this is right class, this is content class, this is left class, this is header class, and this is the whole container. And you see, as you given here 6 classes with dot container in the style sheet with the dot container, whatever the total page width is 100%. What is the left column? Will have the styles. These are the styles applied to the left column. Dot right, these are the styles applied to the right column. Dot header, these are the styles applied to the header. Dot content, these are the styles which are applied to the content part. And dot footer, these are the styles applied to the footer. So you see, as I have created the things here and applied the styles here, so in your assignments or in your project, you will do, suppose your project contain 5 web pages. So this way you can copy paste and do 5 web pages. The basic thing will be same, only which area will be changes, the content area. And now I shikhe dijiye my assignment program or project how you will do. You copy paste this code in 5 pages, this code. So 5 such pages will be changed, only you delete this content, the page, the whatever written inside the content area you will delete, and you change the things. So for every page the format will be same, only the content will be changeable. And this is the way you will do your project, okay, or assignment. Now if you run this program in your notepad and save this file with .html, write this file in a notepad and save it with the name as csslayout.css, which will be linked from the web page here. Then it will run. And now in your project only one web page. If you create 5 web page and for each page you paste the same code, and in link type you write text by CSS, Rails style sheet, href CSS layout. For all the pages, wherever the same styles will be applied, and the uniformity of style website will be maintained, and it is the advantage of the style sheet. So for style sheet making or web page making, this sort of coding you have to do. So this total thing is div container 1, and inside the container 1 there is how many divisions? One is known as header, one is known as container 2, and one is known as footer. The container 2 has 3 parts, the left part, the content part, the right. Now suppose you copy paste the these things in 5 pages, only you delete the things from the content area and change the things inside it, so you will make a website. And for each page you just call the style sheet from the head section link, and as all of the page contains this div class right, class left, class content, class header, class footer, class container, all will have the same styles throughout your websites. So this is your syllabus, and একটু সেকেন্ডের জন্য এত কোড ফোড আমি কিচ্ছু করব না, এই সেম জিনিসটা আমি নিজে হাতে বানিয়ে তোমাদের দেখিয়ে দেবো Dreamweaver, which is not in your syllabus, for only your knowledge I am doing that one. So things, suppose this is Macromedia Dreamweaver for creating web page. We have create one HTML file, okay, and go to the design. From there we have select one page properties, select the background color. So it will be changed. Now we are going to do the same thing. Here we'll insert menu, insert layout object, layer. See, div is there, layer is there. I'm getting layer. So this is the first layer which you have created. Okay. Now this is the top layer, div head, then div left, insert layout object, layer. See, this is the second layer as the container 2. অত দরকার নেই, আমি অত কিছু করবই না, see the thing. Similarly, আচ্ছা ওরকম করেই করি. Suppose it is the total div, the number 1 container, the first container, inside which you first press the, this is the div container, outer container. Now you create one layer. This is the header. Okay. Okay. Now the left. Insert, and here one inside container was there. So insert layout object, layer. Okay, and here we create another layer which is known as left. One second. We have, since the peachy color we have changed to green, and this layer we have changed to this part we change to yellow. Now the content, insert layout object, layer. So this is the content. Content area, and suppose I have given one color over here, white. Okay, now the last one, insert layout object, layer, drag it. Give another color. Okay, and finally the footer, insert layout object, layer. Okay, so now you can write here like this way. You can write anything, you can copy paste pages, or as you select the layers. See below, it is which layer? Layer ID, layer 3. It is layer ID, layer 6. It is layer ID, layer, see this one, this yellow one, It is layer 5. It is layer ID. Layer 7. The it is layer 8. Now in top, it is layer. It is layer 3. এর নিচে দুটো লেয়ার আছে, কন্টেনার 1 and কন্টেনার 2। ওটা দেখা যাচ্ছে না, ওভার হয়ে গেছে। তো অনেকটা ওই রকম ছবিটার বইয়ের ছবিটার মতোই হলো। Now see in the design, see the code, see the automatically this is generated. The style with style sheet, the embedded style, layer 1, layer 2, everything has generated, and in body several layers are generated. Suppose whatever if you write to enter the code, you select the layer in which you write to run the code and write the code by pressing space over here. See the container, which container যেটা হবে তার মধ্যে গিয়ে একটা HTML form দিয়ে দাও, which is the container layer. This is the container layer. Layer 6. So code. Inside layer 6, you write form name equals to form 1, or you copy paste the code from anywhere else. Method equals to get, action equals to ছেড়ে দিলাম। Now inside enter your name, বড় করতে পারছি না, আছে জায়গা, একটু খুঁজে দেখতে হবে আর কি। সো এখানে আমি ফর্মটা এন্ট্রি করালাম, আর একটা টেক্সট বক্স নিয়ে দেখলাম এন্টার ইয়োর নেম অ্যান্ড ইনপুট টাইপ ইকুয়াল টু টেক্সট name equal to T1. Form is ended. With any other buttons you also can give. Just দেখাচ্ছি আসছে কিনা দেখছি। That is already there. See, a box is given here where you can enter your name. তো এগুলো পরে আস্তে আস্তে আমরা চেক করে করে করতে পারি। এখানে আমি নাম দিতে পারবো, নতুন নতুন ইনপুট বাটনস দিয়ে এইভাবে আমরা চেঞ্জ করতে পারি। একটা ছবি নিয়ে এখানে কাট পেস্ট করে দিলাম, এর ভেতরে এই লেয়ারের ভেতরে লিস্ট ক্রিয়েট করলাম, এই লেয়ারের ভেতরে প্যারাগ্রাফ ক্রিয়েট করলাম। এই ওয়েতেও we can also do the same things. So the too many the coding will be not too much hectic then. Now you give the preview in browser, how it will look when you will run it. I don't know. So this is the way it will, আমাকে আরেকটু বুঝতে হবে, এদিকগুলো আরেকটু বাড়াতে হবে, মানে এটা তো বোঝা যায় না, নরমালের থেকে ব্রাউজারে আলাদা আসে, ঠিক আছে? তো এটা এসেছে হেডার, এটা লেফট কন্টেনার, কন্টেন্ট এরিয়া, রাইট লেফট কন্টেন্ট রাইট, অ্যান্ড দিস ইজ দ্য ফুটার। আর ব্যাকে যেহেতু আমি সমস্ত কন্টেনারগুলো নিয়েছি, ওই জন্য ব্যাকটা পুরো এক কালার এসে গেছে। তো এইভাবে আমরা কি করতে পারি, we can do page design by Dreamweaver. So I think আমি দুটো বই থেকেই কিছু কিছুটা কভার করতে পেরেছি। ডিজাইনিং website and coding website, both I have covered the way as much I can do, because only basically two hours class are there, yesterday and today, and that much only
ম্যাম
possible.
ম্যাম বলছি আমরা যদি ড্রিম উইভারটা আলাদা করে নামাই তাহলে
হুম
আমরা কি এরকম ভাবে প্র্যাকটিস করতে পারবো?
হ্যাঁ, তো এভাবেই তো করতে বললাম, তুমি তো অত কোড লিখবে না প্রজেক্টে, আর প্রত্যেকটা পেজে ওই একটা জায়গায় কোড লিখে বা একটা পেজকে ডিজাইন করে ওই কোডটাই নেটবিনসে গিয়ে এইচটিএমএল খুলে ওখানে গিয়ে পেস্ট করে দিতে হবে, তাহলেই
ঠিক
চলে
আছে,
আসবে। ওকে,
ঠিক
এই জন্য এইচটিএমএল জানাটা এখন আর অতটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট নয়, বিকজ এভরিথিং, হ্যাঁ বেসিক এলিমেন্টস তো জানতেই হবে, ফর্ম
হ্যাঁ, নাহলে তো
গুলো,
মনে হয়
বাট
বুঝতে পারবো না
হ্যাঁ
কোথায় কি
হ্যাঁ
ইউজ করবো।
বাট এই স্টাইল শিট ফাইল শিট গুলো অটোমেটিক্যালি ইউ ক্যান ম্যানেজ, whatever the colors, whatever the layers, whatever the formats you can create, that can be easily copied from Dreamweaver to any HTML page, and copy the same thing in NetBeans. কালকে যে আমি তোমাদের HTML এ দেখাচ্ছিলাম, .html ওয়েব পেজ গুলো ওপেন করছিলাম, ওখানে কপি পেস্ট করে ওগুলো সেম জিনিস করতে পারবো, ওই জন্য এটা শেখানো হলো। ঠিক আছে, ওকে।